From Peoria, Videomax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Daniel Shore and Davita Jackson. Our news anchors are Joanna Maggio and Lawson Barger. Our interviewer is Ariana Barrett and the Midstate News team. Sports with Matt Wetterston, Brian Beto, and Casey Schwartz. Our state-of-the-art hosts are Lamara Johnson and Linda Hong. Our resident cook is Valerie Matthews, and Vanessa Strickland is in need. About Town with Crystal Lay. Our movie reviewer, Rihanna Pouncey, and Steve Williams is our street team. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Daniel Shore and Davita Jackson. Take it away, kids.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Midstate Magazine. I'm Davita Jackson.
And I'm Daniel Shore.
So, you know what month it is?
I do. It's Black History Month.
But do you know why?
I don't.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Dr. Carter G. Woodson wanted African Americans to have a time out of the year for them to reflect on their heritage.
Okay.
So at first it was a week because of Lincoln's birthday, and also today in 1895, Frederick Douglass, it marks his death. So that was the reason why they wanted a week, and then they expanded it into a month.
Wow.
Yes.
So it started out as just 7 days, and now it's
7 days, and now
they
it's
got
like
all 28.
28, 29, depending, you know, on the
Leap
year.
year.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, well, I actually have a small list here of other things that are this month.
There's other things in a month.
American
besides
Heart
that?
Month, Canned Food Month, National Grapefruit and National Cherry Month. This week alone is International Flirting Week, and today itself is Card Reading Day.
Card Reading Day?
If you run out of things to celebrate, I wouldn't worry too much. But
International Flirting Week? So what does that mean? Like,
I'll explain later.
You'll
Right now,
explain.
let's go to news with Joanna and Lawson.
I really don't. Thank you, Davita and Daniel. I'm Lawson Barger.
And I'm Joanna Maggio. Thanks for joining us this evening. In today's health news, Peoria hospitals report at least a 60% decrease in flu cases in the past year. Last year, the flu was responsible for 36,000 deaths and hospitalized over 100,000 people nationwide. While health officials are unsure of what has caused the change, many attribute the warmer weather and increased awareness of the flu vaccine as possible motives.
In today's health report, the H5N1 bird flu virus was confirmed this month for the first time in birds in Africa, a continent that the international health authorities fear is ill-prepared to contain its spread. Nigerian health authorities reported the continent's first outbreak to the World Organization for Animal Health in Paris, which tracks the spread of veterinary diseases. Worldwide, about 160 people have become infected with the bird flu, almost all of whom have had extremely close contact with sick birds. About half of them have died. While the current H5N1 virus does not spread from human to human, scientists are worried that it might acquire that ability through normal genetic reshuffling, setting off a devastating human pandemic. Now Ashley Mitchell takes us to a sweet shop for man's best friends.
I recently visited My Dog's Bakery to talk with new owner Rachel Colgan to find out what a dog bakery is.
We bake treats for dogs. We have a number of different flavors. I use powdered egg, powdered liver, peanut powder.
My Dog's Bakery only uses top-of-the-line ingredients to keep your dogs happy and healthy.
People are serious about taking good care of their animals, and this is the way to do it.
It's not only about buying dog food, toys, and accessories. It's about a lot more.
It's interaction with your animal. They're just, you know, they're like your kids. We just enjoy our animals so much, and we want to make them happy and have fun.
To make your dog happy, come to My Dog's Bakery, located in Peoria's Metro Center. For Midstate News, I'm Ashley Mitchell.
Thank you, Ashley. Bradley alumna Tammy Lane has been nominated for an Academy Award. The Oscar nomination is for her work as prosthetic makeup artist on the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Lane, one of the more than 24 official makeup artists for the movie, was nominated with Howard Berger for the category of Best Makeup. The Academy Awards air at 7 p.m. March 5th on ABC. Now we turn to Ariana Barrett with guest Dwayne Brooks.
Mr. Dwayne Brooks is the Director of Multicultural Student Services and Faculty Advisor to a new organization on Bradley's University campus called Harambe. Welcome, Dwayne.
Hi there, Ariana. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So exactly what does Harambee mean?
Harambee is Swahili and it means coming together. And it's an organization that we chose, and the name that we chose for the organization to kind of bring students together.
Oh, okay. So what are some of the different events that happen with Harambee?
Well, in the past we have done just a couple of social events, but actually Harambee is the parent organization for Tunnel of Oppression. And that's a project which we put on in 2005.
Okay.
And we are already in the process of planning and putting together Tunnel of Oppression 2007.
Oh, okay.
So we're excited and we're well underway.
Yes, Tunnel of Oppression was a really good thing. Now, how many members are in Harambee?
Well, right now we have about 20 to 25 members, but we are hoping that as Tunnel of Oppression builds, our numbers will build. It takes about 100 to 125 students to put together a successful Tunnel of Oppression. So we're looking to build our numbers to that point.
Okay, so where does Harambee meet?
Harambee meets at the Garrett Center, and they usually meet downstairs in the auditorium, and we will put out flyers and information about when the meetings are.
Okay, so if anyone wanted to get involved in Harambee, how would they do that?
Well, they could contact me at the Garrett Center, and that's at extension 2646, and just tell the secretary that they're interested in Harambee.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Ariana. The Association of Latin American Students is heating things up this month with salsa lessons every Tuesday through March 7th. Beginner classes begin at 6 p.m. and the more advanced class starts at 7 p.m. All lessons are offered in the Bradley University U-Haul cafeteria. Tickets are $10 for Bradley students and $15 for the public. Now for more salsa, you can check out Stella Blue, which is on 221 South 5th Street in Springfield, Illinois. It's the first and third Friday of each month. It's at 10:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. It's a $4 cover charge, 21 and older. You also have Miss Edie's Oasis, which is 5406 West Farmington Road, which is here in Peoria. It's every other Friday, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., and it's a $2 cover, and it's all ages. In other news, a debate has broken out in Texas over ranches that are breeding exotic animals such as antelope and zebra to be hunted. Some farmers have stopped raising cattle to breed animals for trophy kill safaris. Over 500 ranches like this exist in Texas alone, helping to fuel the multi-million-dollar industry known as exotic hunting, where hunters compete for the largest and most unusual trophies to display on their walls.
New Hampshire has taken another step to stopping underage drinking. The $300 fine for underage drinking has been changed to an arrest. New Hampshire passed a law that allows police to arrest minors on charges of internal possession of alcohol. Under this new law, police no longer need to physically see the minor drinking, but only prove that the minor has alcohol in their body system to make the arrest. After responding to a citizen complaint on the dangers of walking at the intersection of Hamilton Boulevard and Jefferson Street, Peoria police have begun to crack down on jaywalkers with fines ranging from $50 to $75. There are two types of jaywalking that the police advise pedestrians to become aware of: disobeying a traffic signal and illegally crossing the street outside a crosswalk or in the middle of the block. And now to Matt Wetterston with sports.
Well, Lawson, the Bradley soccer team has found 7 recruits for next season. Next year's team will have 3 transfers and 4 incoming freshmen. After losing 13 seniors last season, there was a large void to be filled by Coach DeRose and his staff. Interestingly enough, 6 of their 7 recruits are not from Illinois. Bradley University's most historic athletic building has been around for over 50 years. It's named after the legendary athletic director and coach, A.J. Robertson. And we will give you an all-inside look as we take you all access into the Robertson Fieldhouse.
Welcome to Robertson Memorial Fieldhouse. My name's Corey. How may I help you?
Built as an airplane hangar during World War II, the facility only cost $400,000 to build. But in 1949, Bradley University decided to hang a pair of basketball hoops. Since the facility was no longer needed, they converted it into a sports arena. The value of it now? Priceless.
Oh, it's loud. It's loud. As you know, this place used to be an airplane hangar before it was converted into a basketball, so the roof is made of almost a tin, so it rocks in there.
With the capacity for 5,000 crazed fans, the electric atmosphere gives a distinct home court advantage to the women's basketball and volleyball teams.
I really enjoy playing on this floor. There's one other college in the nation that has a raised floor like this, so it's just a lot of fun. It's really hard for opponents to play on it, and it's like you're playing on a stage in front of the audience.
One of the most unique features about the Robertson Memorial Fieldhouse is the elevated playing surface. The court is located about 3 feet above where the players sit on the sidelines.
Even the fans from other schools are impressed with the Robertson Memorial Fieldhouse.
Actually, after the game against Southern Illinois, a fan was saying how she really enjoyed being here and enjoyed being up close and personal with the action.
Although the men's basketball team hasn't played a full season there since 1982, they play an inter-squad scrimmage at the Fieldhouse early each year. This season, nearly 3,000 were in attendance.
Well, the Braves hung those 2 baskets in 1949. Let's take a look at what that time was like, just to give you some perspective. The year was 1949. 35 TV stations began broadcasting in 1949. Super Bowl I was still 17 years away. The New York Yankees won their first of 5 consecutive World Series championships. The University of Kentucky won their 2nd consecutive national championships, and Harry Carey might have been 32, although no one really knows how old he was. 10 of the 32 teams of the NFL have found new coaches for their squads for next year. All of the vacancies have been filled, so grab a pen and paper or set the VCR to record while our Brian Beto sorts out the coaching carousel.
Well, Matt, it certainly is a carousel with nearly a third of the league changing coaches. The Buffalo Bills got rid of Mike Mularkey and hired ex-Bears coach Dick Duran. Dom Capers has now been ousted by his 2nd expansion team. He's being replaced by Gary Kubiak. Herm Edwards goes from New York to Kansas City. Jim Haslett took the fall in New Orleans. Norv Turner's West Coast offense just didn't cut in Oakland. And Mike Martz parted ways with St. Louis. Now here's where it gets interesting. The Bears were the only team in the NFC North to not change coaches. Everyone else clean house. Mike Tice, Mike Sherman, and Steve Mariucci have all been fired. They're being replaced with Brad Childress, Mike McCarthy, and Rod Marinelli, respectively. With 7 of the 10 new head coaches never having head coaching experience, teams are still looking for that diamond in the rough to lead them to the promised land. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks a lot, Brian. In this week's Athlete Tip of the Week, we are taught by the Bradley hockey team. Inline team, that is. They will teach us their secret on how to play hockey from a different level.
My name is Dan Liebig. This is Chris and Jake. We're with the Bradley inline hockey team. Inline hockey is very similar to ice hockey, except there's one less skater out, and usually the scoring is a little bit higher. We're going to demonstrate for you today a wrist shot and a slap shot. Jake here is going to demonstrate the wrist shot. The key to doing a wrist shot is to place your stick behind the puck and follow through with your wrist, snapping your wrist at the same time to complete the wrist shot. And Chris will demonstrate the slap shot. The key to doing a slap shot is to impact the ground and the puck simultaneously, bending your stick, and then follow through. That shot is usually a lot quicker but less accurate. We're from the Bradley Inline Hockey Team, and that's your Athlete Tip of the Week.
Thanks a lot, guys. Finally tonight, the NFL is giving $20 million to help repair the Louisiana Superdome. MLB pitchers and catchers have already reported, and congratulations to Matt Savoy for an outstanding effort at the Olympics. Guys, it's kind of crazy to think that pitchers and catchers have already reported. I mean, the Super Bowl just ended like we were just talking about.
Yeah, that's right. Well, in this week's Oddly Enough, Florida resident Merlin Sever was arrested on charges of smuggling a human head earlier this month. Sever was returning from Haiti, where she had purchased the skull for use as part of her voodoo beliefs. Voodoo is an Afro-Caribbean religion whose roots go back 6,000 years or more in Africa. Over half the Haitian population practices voodoo. Sever was also charged of failing to declare the skull on a customs declaration form and transporting hazardous material. Each of these charges carries a maximum punishment of 5 years in jail. Her bail was set at $10,000. And thank you for joining us at Midstate News. I'm Lawson Barger.
And I'm Joanna Maggio.
And I'm Matt Wetterstead. Back to you, Davita and Daniel.
Thanks, guys. And we're going to go into some more about Black History. I got some stuff for you. So, Joseph Winters patented the fire escape ladder. You know, you fire the ladder. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. The gas mask and the traffic signal was done by Garrett Morgan. He invented those.
How did he come up with both of the gas mask and traffic?
He did a lot of other inventions. So red light, green light, Garrett Morgan, traffic signal. And then the refrigerator was invented by John Standard.
Really?
The Standard refrigerator.
All right. I'll believe you on that. We're going to go to In Need right now with Vanessa Strickland.
Basketball game. You might see the band, a few loud fans, and a good basketball game. But have you ever seen a good philanthropy? Now you can, thanks to Scott Kapp, Student Director of Promotions for the Bradley Athletic Program, who thought of a very different way of promoting.
The new promotion that we're doing is called Wipe Out for a Cause. It's sponsored by Maui Gym, which is a local sunglass company, and it's kind of to bring new excitement to the event.
This event has swept Bradley's campus faster than you can say wipe out.
There's 2 teams of 8 members that lay side by side on the floor and essentially log roll down the floor. But you have to do that in an Indian run fashion. That way the guy from the back goes to the front, and that's how the board moves across. But there's also a surfer on top of that who represents another organization.
But this isn't just a contest. This event has raised over $1,000 to various philanthropies, such as St. Jude, the Children's Miracle Network, and the Children's Hospital, just to name a few.
The winner of the event receives $100 in name to any organization of their choosing. The runner-up, $75 towards their organization, and then the surfers are getting $50 towards theirs. And every time we've done it so far, the surfers have been from the same organization.
So, the next time you go to a Bradley basketball game, you might want to think twice about getting up to get something to eat, because you never know what can happen during a timeout. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Vanessa Strickland.
Looks
Good way
fun.
to raise money. And do you know in the summer when it gets hot, the super soakers?
Yeah?
Lonnie Johnson invented the super soaker.
Lonnie Johnson.
And the squirt gun.
Where do you get all this stuff?
I get it from everywhere. It's just, you know, random facts people don't know,
I'll say
you know?
fire escapes, gas masks, street lights, super soakers.
Refrigerators, shoes.
I'll see what I can come up with for our next break.
You'll
but,
see what I don't think you can stump me.
I'll see what I can do. All right, we're going to go to the movie review right now with Rihanna Pouncey.
This week's film review was chosen in honor of Black History Month and the 2006 Winter Olympics in Torino, Italy, that are taking place as we speak. This week's film, The True Meaning of the Olympics, is sometimes lost in all the media, but one film that captures the spirit behind the games is Cool Runnings.
Team are a steady driver and 3 strong. That's a bobsled. Oh, so a bobsled is a push cart with no wheels.
In 1988, just 3 months before the Olympic Games, one man from the tiny island of Jamaica started something never before attempted in history, a bobsled team.
You mean winter as in ice, baby? You mean winter as in igloos and Eskimos and penguins and ice? Possibly.
The only problem is him trying to convince 3 other men, including his best friend, to join him in his quest, which proves to be very difficult.
Say hello to the first Jamaican bobsled team. Oh, goody.
Cool Runnings is the true story of how 4 men brought a nation together and proved to the world that just because you dream big, and even if all odds are against you, doesn't mean that you can't achieve them. The film stars Leon as the ambitious Darius, who starts the team. His best friend and first teammate is the natural comedian Sanka, played by Dougie Doug. Making up the rest of the team is Malik Yuba, plays the intimidating Yul Brenner, and Raleigh D. Lewis plays the lovable junior. Their demanding but inspiring Coach Irv is played by John Candy.
Gentlemen, this is a bobsled.
The highlight of the film is the makeup of the team, how they come together, train together, and get to Calgary, Canada, the site of the 1988 Winter Olympics. The actors are cast extremely well. You feel like you're seeing the real team making progress towards their dream. The best character is Sanka. He's probably the most skeptical of the quartet, but also the most amusing.
Maid service, sir. Would you like your bed turned down? Mint? Perhaps I could dust your head.
Whatever's wrong with you is no little thing.
You also see how these 4 amazing men put it all on the line and have faith in themselves, their dreams, and try to bring pride to their country in the most unconventional but inspiring way. I give Cool Runnings a gold medal for reminding us why the Olympic Games exist. For Get Real, I'm Rihanna Pouncey.
Thanks, Miss Pouncey, and I give it a gold medal for the fine men in the movie.
Well, speaking of the Olympics, and Matt Savoy fell short of a gold medal, but he did finish 7th, the Bradley University alumni who skated last week at Torino. So that was pretty interesting. I don't have an invention, but I do have the first African-American Winter Games gold medalist just 4 years ago at Salt Lake City, Vanetta Flowers for the bobsled.
I remember that. That was awesome. I watched.
All right, we're going to take it to music review right now with Aaron Mayo. Yeah, no, that was good.
I'm really at a loss of words, man. I don't know what else I can say. I mean, don't beats, don't run.
Contrary to the popular belief, hip-hop is not dead. Little Brother proudly displays that with their album, The Minstrel Show. Little Brother is a trio from North Carolina consisting of Fonte, rapper Big Pooh, and their DJ/producer, Ninth Wonder. This album should be looked at as a wake-up call to the state of hip-hop as a whole, which right now gets recognition for mainly negative issues. Instead of talking about violence and drugs, Little Brother focuses on how issues such as those are slowly killing hip-hop. Their lyrical substance is very powerful and straightforward, sparing no one. They even take shots at themselves for criticism they have received over the years. This approach to hip-hop is what sets Little Brother apart from other artists in the industry. It's also sad to say that this approach is the exact reason Little Brother will never be a huge name in the hip-hop industry. As much as people complain about references to violence and drugs in hip-hop, the artists who talk about those things are the ones who are selling the most records and are mainly the most popular. If you're really sick of the negative image placed on hip-hop, this is your chance to do something about it. You don't even need to buy this album. All you need to do is get a copy of it and make sure you do your part to make sure that people are not missing the opportunity to hear a classic hip-hop album.
So much to discuss, so frustrated. Yes, I must say that the industry lost touch.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm loving the music. It definitely go buy it. It's one of my favorite albums.
I've never heard of it before.
They're new. They're new.
So I have some other firsts for you by African Americans. You probably know Colin Powell, first African American Secretary of State, Jackie Robinson, the first Major League Baseball player.
Really?
But first patent holder by an African American, Thomas Jennings. Do you know what he patented?
No, what he?
Dry cleaning process.
Dry cleaning.
And then the first Oscar for Best Actor, a lot of people probably know, Sidney Poitier.
Yes, that's why he looks
Just
so
some
fresh.
factoids for you. And now to State of the Arts with Lamar and Linda.
You know, Lamar, what do you want to do tonight? It's kind of getting boring.
Yeah, I know. It's not too much to do. I mean, it's the weekend, and all week long we take tests and go to classes. I just be
I know. Tell me about it.
So, I mean, how did your week go today?
I don't know. The week went by all right and stuff. What do you usually do on the weekends?
Weekends, just go chill. I mean, I try to hang out with friends. I be tired of the party scene now. Party. I always have parties, but sometimes I just like to chill, go listen to music, you know, different bands, different artists and stuff.
Yeah.
What type of music you like?
Basically, I like hip hop.
Do you? Okay. You know, you got that hip hop look. You know, you look like a girl from Honey. You see that movie? You
I
showed me
did,
that
with Jessica Alba.
Okay.
I did. What about you?
I like a lot of different types of music. I like hip hop, R&B, you know. But I do, you know, my parents, they got me in the old school, you know what I'm saying, Earth, Wind, and Fire and all of them. I be singing Shaka Khan songs in my head all day. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, okay. But yeah, but hip hop, that's probably like my main type of music that I listen to. R&B used to be, but you know what? You know what I was thinking about? The Dirty Crew, they're playing tonight.
The Dirty Crew, what's that?
You never heard of the Dirty Crew? Girl, let me tell you. This band is off the chain. I've seen them perform at a couple different occasions. They like, I don't know, they just got this different aura about them. They not just, you know,
how many members?
There's like 3 of them. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah. And the lead singer, he kind of cute. I ain't gonna say that.
Okay, did you say cute? We need to go check him out.
Yeah, he's so cute. And the dude be on the drums, you know, he got this little, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But why don't we go see that though?
We should, definitely.
Yeah,
Let's go see him.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
Hello. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This is Midstate Magazine and the Dirty Crew here. Yeah. I've got one question for you all, and that's just this right here. question is this. How does that sound? 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 Yo, yeah. I feel like I'm trapped inside of the maze that is inside of my mind. Too many chutes and potholes and ladders that I cannot climb. Trying to find peace of mind in the jungle of my thoughts. Beginning to get so tired that I slumber when I walk. Stutter when I talk like I just can't do this anymore. This negative energy is indeed one of the earth's most plentiful sources. And yes, this is gonna cost us to be such negative pessimists who look at the world with the eyes of the blind like Oedipus. No courtesy or etiquette, no worthy MCs or relevance. It's all a damn game through these damn lanes with their damn chains. What a shame, what a slave on the chain made of platinum when you're rapping. I bet the record executives cashing your check will cut you about 14% when half of it's debt for the starter kit, the rented whip, and the ice on your neck. Ha! It's funny to see these so-called cunning MCs running in trees when place becomes with each and exposes how they are so stunningly weak. I'm cunning with speech, fuck you funny MCs, wanna compete? Skip the beat, we can take this one to the streets. Bet you I'll come with the heat. My home is the street, here in the street every moment I speak. I'm serving MCs whose minds are hungry to eat like bon appetit. How does that sound? 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 Yeah. Once an old man told me I had a lot of soul. I was only 13 years old at the time. Didn't really started to rhyme and record my own hits. But sometimes they see how old your soul is without trying even made sense. Cause I swear this ain't the first time I'm seeing Earth or even being birthed. At times I feel like I'm a continuation of Ian's of working that G.O.D. had the purpose in letting me breathe. Maybe my objective in this life is spitting so that you all can achieve what I've been through. I see y'all and I lend to y'all my heart, and I know from the start that it sounds alright. Yeah. How does that sound in your past life? How does that sound in your future life? How does that sound right now? Right now, right now. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, well,
wow, that was wonderful.
Amazing. That was amazing.
That was really good.
Yeah. But, you know, I think we need to go back and see them again, you know, one day.
We definitely should.
Yep, that is all for us today.
Yep, and thank you for joining us.
Back to you.
Thanks, Lamar and Linda. You guys were playing it cool, calm, and collective, but me and Daniel liked it. We were grooving to the music.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'll answer the question. It sounded pretty good.
And I have some questions for you.
All right.
Let's see. If you answer 2 of these correctly, I'll pay for dinner tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
On International Flirting Week?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Edward Deli was the first black diplomat to serve as a U.S. ambassador to what African country was he posted?
Zimbabwe.
Liberia. Okay, I'm going to give you another one real quick. Was James Ireland Cash Jr. the first black tenured professor at Harvard, Stanford, or Yale?
Yale.
Harvard.
Dang it. I guess I'm paying for dinner.
Yeah, you are.
That's all right. I can handle that. Well, I think that's all for this week's edition of Midstate Magazine. I'm Daniel Shore.
And I'm Davita Jackson.
See you guys next week.
Bye.